It's Mike here from affiliatemarketertraining.com, and I just was looking at this page I put up a few days ago on tasks that you can outsource to virtual assistants. So if you're not actually on my website, if you're on YouTube or something, you can come to my website, affiliatemarketertraining.com, and just search for this title here, and it should pop up for you. You can search right up here in the top right corner. So I thought the best way to show you tasks that you can outsource to virtual assistants, I'll just show you when I'm outsourcing myself. So here's one website that I use, elance.com, and I'm so transparent. I might be a little too transparent sometimes, but I'm just going to go through my orders on several different outsourcing sites that I use. So elance.com is a pretty good one, and you can see on here that I've outsourced mostly content. I got some help with some pay-per-click advertising campaigns. That's not one of my strong points, so I do like to get some help on that when I use it. Whole bunch of cat food review articles. That was from my website, catfoodinsider.com. Some website transfers. I was transferring from a service that I mentioned sometimes on here called SiteBuildIt, or SBI. I was transferring some sites to WordPress and wanted some help outsourcing that. Flipping a website that I had purchased, I wanted somebody to take it and redesign the whole thing for me. And then right now I'm getting some more dog food reviews for dogfoodinsider.com. So most of it is content, but you can see I've also got some transfer work and stuff like that. I also use Fiverr quite a bit for some smaller projects. Haven't used them in a little while. You can see the last time I placed an order was in January. It's April now. So it's been a little while since I've used them, but I like to use them for logos. You can see here I got a logo. This was manually create 20 Web 2.0 websites. I was doing a little bit of an experiment with a private blog network, which I do not use to rank my money websites, but I do like to understand how Google works and how they rank websites. So I do some experimenting. If you don't know what a private blog network is, you can just go ahead and do a Google search, or you can search on my website. I've got a couple articles on what private blog networks are and why you should not use them. Let's see, this was actually create funny Easter Bunny dance. That was actually just a joke that I sent to a friend of mine, so that's not business related. Run SC Nuke XCR for your YouTube videos. So YouTube videos, I don't know how long it's going to be the case, but if you just blast YouTube videos with a ton of links, they tend to rank pretty high in Google search results. It doesn't last, the rankings don't last a long time, but I sometimes like to have some fun and rank YouTube videos on the first page of Google very easily by buying these really cheap spammy links going back to my video. I would not recommend using a service like this for a website, and certainly not a money site. This one here goes along the same lines. I bought it, you can see, about the same time. I think it was for the same video. And more links here. This was so that I could increase my view count on YouTube videos. You ever go to a YouTube video and it says they have like 3 million views? You know that it doesn't really actually mean they got 3 million views. They can just go to this website, Fiverr.com, and buy 1,000 views for $5, and sometimes you can get more than that. So, you can see what I've got here, link pyramids, and you got to be careful on Fiverr. You're going to see these. Here's more, fake views to a YouTube video. This is kind of considered black hat stuff. Okay, and this is all stuff that I either use just to experiment because I want to know what my competitors are doing that are using, here's 5,000 views, for $5, right? So this is all, kind of where I do the black hat work. And it's really cheap. It's $5. I use it for experiments and sometimes for YouTube videos as well. The main thing that I use this for legitimate purposes is logos. I'm not sure. Let me go in here and see if got the logo. I think this one was actually for affiliatemarketertraining.com, which is why I want to go in there. Well, it's taking too long. So let's see. Yeah, so here's all the different, so you sent me like 4 different logo designs that I could pick from. And yeah, thanks, job well done. So $5 logo, it's hard to complain about that. So that's Fiverr.com. Here is Constant Content. This is constant-content.com. by far my greatest expense as an affiliate marketer is outsourcing content, because I own, so many websites. I can't write for them all. In fact, outsourcing just about everything on all my sites is really my main goal, and it should be your main goal too. The point is, you want to get paid without really having to work that much, right? So outsourcing is huge, and creating content is going to be the biggest expense that you have. So this is the service that I am using for almost all of my content now. It's constantcontent.com, and just to prove that I actually do buy content from them, you can see, let's see, there's 20 listed per page, and there's 9 pages here, and that's just from this year. So, I mean, look at all this. March 15th, March 15th. It's like every week I'm getting a whole bunch of articles. Now, obviously, if you're just starting out, you're not going to be able to afford to do this. When I first started out, I was, maybe buying, as soon as my site started making a profit, I began outsourcing. Even though it was very, very little, I started off maybe like an article a week. But over the last several years here, I've been able to scale that up, and now you can see, I'm just buying a ton of content, which is awesome, because my business now is basically just growing on its own. So constantcontent.com is another service that I like to use. And finally, I wanted to show you, here's a service, bdhire.com. They actually have me as a little testimonial here. The funny thing is, I really don't think I ever said this, but I have said good things about them before, and I do recommend them. This is a bdhire.com. There's all sorts of services like this that exist. bdhire.com is a group of programmers based out of Bangladesh. And I hired, for a little while, I had a full-time assistant that I was paying 40 hours a week. He was working for me, and I was paying $1,200 per month. Then I switched to part-time for a little while, and that was, I think, like $750 per month for 20 hours a week. That I had my own dedicated virtual assistant. And a lot of that I've been able to sort of scale down over time as I've switched over to WordPress. It's a lot easier for me to handle on my own. But if you ever do want to get a programmer for, a lot less than you might be able to hire if you live in the United States or Canada or somewhere in Europe, you can use some of these offshore virtual assistant companies, and bdhire.com is one of the ones that I've used personally. So anyway, guys, I hope this helped. I figure, just showing you real-life examples of what I outsource to virtual assistants might be of help to you. So I'll go ahead and get this video added to this page. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, just head on over to my website, affiliatemarketertraining.com, and I think you'll find a lot more good information that I'm sharing like this. So that's it, guys. As always, I have nothing to sell you. Just wanted to give you some tips there. And until next time, I will catch you later.